A cloud-ringed moon sounds the ice-ringed reed pond. The weather hung on its edge. A butterfly's wings could change it. A shadow with roots of light, shifting to snow as it sifts and falls. Nothing sticks. Not even that. A flowing that changes the form of its vessels. Back in the loft, I listen to listening when the light goes out. My heart jumps in the dark. Glazed with black ice. A moon-slick bucket cracks. Morning turns again to drips and drops. At the headwaters of the big river, many little streams begin to melt and flow through crevice, wash, and canyon down into the greater stream again, twisting and turning with the shafts of sun. Even the dream of stillness swept along the currents of a greater force, through lips of stone and down a spray-maned boulder run and out, suspended in a waterfall of diving words and dropping through a deep reflecting pool, drinking in the mind of light. And the rush plummeting on towards the flow-scoured gorge, stretched out plains, the bosque-dotted sands, the branching veins through earth and sky, drawing time from its channel. So flowing together now from our different valleys into a single gathering stream again, we meet to share this music shaped from time, following the natural contours of the land. That river's language sings away our shores. The song of a river ordinarily means the tune that waters play on rock and root and rapid, audible to every ear. But there is other music here too, by no means heard by all. On a still night when the campfire is low and the Pleiades have climbed the rim rocks, sit quietly and listen until you hear it. Its score inscribed on 1,000 hills. Its notes the lives of plants and animals. Its rhythms spanning seconds and centuries. Of corn dancers in flowing capes of green and gold, rattling limb rhythms, voice of insect wind and pollen heart, draw up a deep earth energy with little puffs of dust. Pueblo drums sound ancient blessings, rooted again. Beside me, at the plaza's edge, a future drummer resounds the taut drum of its mother's 9-month belly. With such inspired water, the corn dance dreams across its rows. Music in November corn. Stalks hum, loose husks whisk, and the wind hurries on. Long waves surge across the grassy sloughs, every wisp drawing circles in the sand. I sit and listen to the universal roar. And out of the clouds, the faint honk of geese. Child takes root. The little boy grows up. The dream divides into a man, dividing into whatever we become after. Seekers and comrades, friends and lovers, teachers and parents and trustees, and back to the pilgrimage of silence. I used to love driving the open spaces between destinations. Motion, the very form of Earth's yearning. The wonder of the land moved across, and wide sky, and traveling on. Arrivals are just pauses held an instant or two, as now, my 50th birthday. climbing and stopping a moment on a rise overlooking the way here, and the light blinded and dark way ahead, the uncrossed ridge that travels with us out in front like a mirage we melt into as it becomes the world. I travel less now, at home on Dragon Mountain, surrounded by pine slopes. Trails of 50 years fold over and in like light in water, paths in wind, subtle tracks of sound that shape new journeys, runoff channels in ink, the soul's response to land. We follow a fresh deer trail down from the ridge in near dark, ears ringing. Between the breathing trees and the mountain, so loud under soft new snow. A 3-day blizzard still blowing, swirls and drifts again along each branch and shifting slope. Swirls and drifts and sweeps along with images like water someone drowned in. A dizzy sage, absorbed in moon reflections. A poet drunk on rice wine, a splash, and clouds wandering in and out of forms to hear. A frozen creek almost too small to drown in, light years away, lives downstream. Shadows swept along storm tracks from poem to poem. Swells in a wave slower than we see, with snow froth hissing in the air like surf, and that heavier breathing of the mid-sea surges, an open ocean in full roar under us, a silence in the pressure-sheltered depths, a deeper form beyond that sounding, the empty core that receives, lives, and tracks it all in passing. With trails of frost in breath, the breaking wave of snow, light years of snow, Avalanche crashing down each moment. Yet spring returns to draw the sap again and lead us from the sheltered canyon to the open ridge, where we sit and soak the sun, that ancient voyager, and listen to the mountain sounds, bird songs, calls and squeaks, relentless breath that whining dog always eager to move on, and to that deeper, wider breathing flowing itself. A red tail glides a rising current up the slope. The moment turns and spreads. The heart shakes off its winter sleep. The rock drinks in the light. These old bones warm again from within. I wrestle all night with the moon. Dogs bark across the dark bridge. Wings of light stir in the heart of ice to release this song in spring's runoff. Do you hear it? Song of ice flowing from the edges, outside and in, cracking free in chunks. The sky goes liquid, faced with geese. Cloud reflections spill with skins of ice downstream into white water. River sound rising up to meet us. And softer than clouds, white buds on bare branch tips. A cardinal, whistling spring to a thaw, but later finding himself mistaken, can retrieve his error by resuming his winter silence. A chipmunk emerging for a sunbath, but finding a blizzard, has only to go back to bed. But a migrating goose, staking 200 miles of black night on the chance of finding a hole in the lake, has no easy retreat. His arrival carries the conviction of a prophet who's burned his bridges. Along the shore, one snowy mountain from a seed of rock. Like a last dream of winter before we wake. Snow under starlight. And brightest of all, the path. By this long-distance pilgrimage of geese, the waste corn of the Midwest is carried through the clouds to the Arctic tundras to combine with the sunlight of a nightless June to grow goslings for all the lands between. And from this annual barter of food for light, the whole continent receives as net profit a wild poem dropped from the murky skies upon the muds of March. Is it snow falling again in sunlight from every branch? Ripples in the reed pond, each soft splash expands the pattern. In motion again, a coiled sprout tip swells, bursts its shell, stretches to begin, twisting us to consciousness, spread out with time. New ways of waking, chord by chord, through cracks formed by freeze and thaw and out, to feed our climb on sound and light and air, until at last we shed yet one more final sheath, again, starting over. Up, spirit, soar, fly the heart through, under and upper worlds again, to that ultimate flight. Just one more letting go, one more soaring and gliding, and in the orchard now at Dragon Mountain, one pear tree in bloom, apple buds just opening green, and all that bird gossip in the tangle of branches and nests and hollows, another generation gathering force. Sunlight turned again to grub and worm and seed, and again to flight. My grown son once bathed in whirlpools where branches of a sacred river join, now takes my hand and draws me from the glacial river's rush along the upper Rio Hondo on my late father's birthday, where once again we've taken whirlpool turns, each holding the other's hand to keep the bather from being swept away downstream, where the steeper river runs in crashing rapids through the bone-grinding boulders rolled by time, wearing the mountain away. Reading from a worn booklet my father read from, we water an old prayer with the runoff of our hearts, and then we hug, tall as the mountain on which we stand, for a brief, almost summer moment still, as if one soul, in the gravity of love, tumbling and plunging through the generations on, hold the river's journey in its arms. At first, it is only water sound, and then the very voice, and then only water sound. The body of the world turned inside out. A flow changing with the form of its vessels. Daughter's hands, color of the earth shaping the bowl. Last light pouring up the slope and higher still. The horizons glow over the bluff on the way home. A last stream of peeping songbirds piping through the pines. Leaky buckets, emptied and filled and emptied again. Love to hear that beat-up old-time guitar play. Oh yes, I love to hear that old-time guitar play. The moment slides on its edge. Listen, the same abyss we walk beside in the dark and peer into in the dark. Only it is not empty. Hear the sound? Perhaps it is that ocean, that mother whose heartbeat we love beyond the shoals. And between us and the source of that roar, a different kind of sound. Perhaps it's just Orpheus we hear, playing the sun up with his beat-up old-time guitar. From a ledge hidden somewhere below in darkness and drop-off. Strumming and picking from the cliffside, rock-top stool's edge, as if to coax and draw a lazy light, like love from its coiled depths. He has been there. He knows. What can he do but play? Perhaps it's lovers embracing in the folded night we hear through the music from that deep valley below, with soft mist sifting to earth and condensing on peaks and leaves. And we of that same self-winged stuff, as light as air, drifting up and down on the currents. Play on, Orpheus, whatever your name, your old-time guitar. Play that old strawberry plucker's rag along the edge. Play this poem down into the darkness where the light is. Play that updraft lovers become in the beloved's touch. Play the moon up for practice. Play us another dawn. Play us a soft landing when we dream of falling. Play us a turtle pond and a dream of rivers. Play us a dream beyond dreaming. A poem liquid as birdsong, fluid as time, rising up and spilling from the ancient spring. Play us the first light in the crown of new leaves. Play us children still tangled in our covers, dream to dream, a shining morning up the moist sun, one waking to another. A god might. But tell me, little one, how can a man follow through the thin lyre strings? His sense is split, and where two ways cross within the heart, what oracle to consult? Singing, as you teach it, is not striving for, not wanting what can never finally be attained. To sing is to be. For a god, that's easy. But when are we truly? And when wound around, inside out, with the earth and the stars, it is not this, young one, that you love. When the voice bursts the mouth open, learn to forget that you sang out so. That fades away. In the true singing is another breath around nothing, a stirring in God, a wind. We came whirling out of nothing, scattering stars like dust. The stick on the drum beats. I am a green branch again. I was a corpse and became new. Earth, tree, beast. Into each I have died and become more. Are we ever less? Come, beggars, sit with open hands at the gate of nothingness. Desire only what you have no hope of attaining. This is no big river, nor some little mountain creek. This is that shoreless sea where swimming always ends in drowning. Endless galaxies are but a froth of sea scum here. and stars reflected in yourself. But love is another matter. Arriving just like that, there, a light in the window. Bring sacks of gold, and God will say, bring the heart. Willingly, unwillingly, all surrender. A flea in the crock, no longer drunk, but the wine itself. Into that river, the wheel goes on turning. That water pouring again from every form. Our lives are nourished by that river, as through its veins the offerings of many mountain peaks run down. The wondrous sap of life feeding our fields from many sources, our dream and our awakening, watered with streams of poetry and song, flowing from east and west, bringing the far near, even to our own door, the greeting of the unknown. So we are all like wanderers, ever renewed with gifts from everywhere. Why do I live in Green Mountains? I smile, serene. Peach blossoms follow moving water. Young, I weeded, book in hand, left red dust to plow volume by volume. Cold and hungry, I wrote poems till thought disappeared, then sang to the moon and danced with clouds. Some ask the way to Cold Mountain, but there is no path. How did I get here? A long, rocky way among the birds. No one else, just wind in my face. I wind up the path, a way never ending. Long valley, stony ground, broad stream, slippery moss, and through thick brush tangled, pines singing, even when the wind stops. At the gate, as caretaker, I greet the newcomer. Welcome to Dragon Mountain, on the way of poetry, a way of listening, discovered in the being here. So the true guest receives this poem and hears the original listening to earth later. River and mountain, rock and tree, its word and song. For your voice too, your simple witness song waits for singing. A page reserved in the book of inspiration for your heart ink's offering as you learn to speak the dragon language with 1,000 tongues. But simple things first, like directions and boundaries. Starting south from the road, a mile up and down that mountain. That deep wellspring of ridge energy, winding level after level, as in a Chinese scroll unrolling. And north, across the river and up the sun-warmed slope, to the clover pond and ponderosa groves and mother tree. And east from where the sun rises in midsummer, and west to where winter sets the sun down in Owl Canyon, just so wide, who knows how high and deep. Lines on survey maps recorded in the courthouse go only so far. Leave tangible water and rock and intricate web of life where the forms intersect, boundary to boundary. Each actual pine and oak, aspen, juniper, spruce and fir, each towering cottonwood, alder clump and vine, each limber sapling close to the river, each gnarled old apple tree and bending plum, each wild bush and hedge, moss and lichen, spice and grass, coneflower, sunflower, mullein stalk and weed, each paintbrush, wild rose, thistlebud, nettle, kinnikinnick and broom, each dragonfly, butterfly, beetle, grub and worm, each spider, cricket, grasshopper, firefly, moth and cicada, each lizard and salamander, crawdad, fish and frog, each newt and toad, muskrat, gopher, coyote, deer and bear, each beaver, bobcat, elk and cougar, porcupine and fox, each squirrel, chipmunk, skunk and snake, each snake of wind, slithering between stalks, stitches its tongue in and through the whole and parts, changing breath to breath, spirit to spirit, flock to flock, discovering awareness anew from mind to mind. With each raven and redtail, bluebird and robin, sparrow, chickadee, wren and finch, each kingfisher, flycatcher, magpie, jay and owl, turkey, vulture, nighthawk, dove and crow, flicker, hummer, passing heron, duck and goose, each pair of wings, and hollow, offering up its song. And all that singing space more alive for our shared body, with more living kinds than anyone can name in a lifetime devoted to naming, threading the sunlit web of Dragon Mountain, appearing and disappearing, coming and going with the seasons, refolding again beyond form, and again reforming, like footprints in upspringing grasses, tracks in snow, softened by the sun. So we pass with light tread by the cave where the winter animal sleeps, over fish under ice, under a tall dead tree whitewashed with owl droppings, along the mushroom-dotted valley flanks, up the piney hills, down a dry arroyo, across the high meadow beyond the northernmost grove, into the field of family bones. so Dragon Mountain is the idea of these things, the reflection of one in the other, scaling dimensions of time and place and ways of being aware, layered into higher and deeper relations only the earth-turned ear can hear, and night-tuned animal eye absorb from the glow of trees and rocks, starlight and meteor dust. Listen to the muffled drifting of the forest snow and budding tips of spring, and mind riding dragon clouds of summer, and to the harvest language of clapping sticks and gourd rattle, bone rasp and flute, rain stick and clay whistle, dulcimer, drum and guitar, whatever the instrument, tuning the self in harmony with immemorial frequencies, and the mountain sound itself, still beyond describing, a dream, and a dreaming beyond, and a dreaming beyond that, because it is that mind itself that embraces all, in the sound of the river, the sound of the mountain, that same singing water that composes us, giving the river and the mountain voice. Dragon Mountain, Dragon Mountain, whatever we call or say of it, it is more than substance and spirit, more than rock and idea, more than river and feeling, more than the body of memory, more than its countless empty forms, more than what can be said of it and what cannot. Our shadows on the orchard grass. The moon moves, our shadows move, we move. Nothing stays still, or only nothing stays. Up through the long roots and trunks of the apple trees, saps and juices rise through limbs and branches in full leaf with young fruit. And beyond, passing satellites, the moon, the stars slowly revolving above our dinner fire. Later we talk of time and our joy at being here together again. My daughter says, I just assume we'll always be here. I say, I used to assume that too, when my parents were alive. My son says, as long as any of us are here, we're all here. The shadows lengthen and disappear as the moon sets. The campfire slowly turns to ash as the embers fade. In the parable of the strawberry plucker, a man fleeing a tiger runs toward the edge, grabs a vine and swings himself over the cliff. With the vine giving way, and the tiger still waiting above, he notices a luscious strawberry just within reach. Sometimes it's enough just to get through the day, the long night, the next morning, another week, one more month, this rotten season, a bad year, this change of life, this storm that goes on raging day after day, whatever the weather, this homeless journey, this restless wrestling we do with self and other, this wandering we do from pole to pole. Sometimes it's enough just to survive a while longer, thinking only of now, the body of this moment, dodging the immediate bullet, keeping a fire lit and blood fluid while the world beyond freezes, avoiding the random drunk, cosmic ray, roadside tree, chemicals that can drive cells crazy. Sometimes it's enough just to get through the current job, tomorrow's assignment, the doctor's office, dentist, garage, one's day in court, the current battle, this crisis, the feeling of being in love, the deep abyss, the idea we are beginning to understand. This helpless knowledge, that foolish wisdom we can't seem to do without. Sometimes it's enough just to eat one wild strawberry, clinging to the cliffside, chasm roaring below, ready to swallow, the edge caving in, our vine tearing, the last moment before the plunge, with no hope of escape, just the simple pleasure of a breath sweetened with the juice of one wild last poem, lingering briefly on the tongue. And sometimes it's enough just to let go. A night bird's song line whistling out over the pond. Slipping through a fisherman's net, slithers of moonlight. New sakis hiss in the stirred crock listened to later in the cup. A flower pouring its bell of liquid out. The famous spring, just as I'd heard its drip-drop sound. Spring runoff, flowing again from leaky buckets. In each drop, a world of dust, cleanly reflected. First, it is only water sound. Then, the very voice. And then, only water sound. The body of the world, the mother's pulse, flowing through it all, so it is all alive.